Okay, back to work here at the cottage. Enoree Station Project. I don't know what episode this is. I think it's in the 30s. But got all the windows installed. Thankfully, didn't break any. But as you can see, the kudzu is trying to reclaim the building again. So, as uninteresting as it might be for me to do, I got to take care of this. It is, as you can see, it is thick. Probably about 4 feet deep down there. I've got my snake chaps on today because I'm sure I'll see a few of those. And I got to clean up all around the building. It's getting a little thick again. But fall is here. Winter's coming soon. The kudzu will die off during winter. But I got to work on the building now. So, all right, let's get to work. Okay, so I think that looks a lot better. Get to trimming out around the windows. Originally what they did was they sided the building and then they put the trim on the outside of the siding. And because it's clapboard, you know, you could see, let's see if I can zoom in right here. So you can see if you put a flat piece of siding on those pieces of clapboard, you'd have big air gaps and, you know, bugs and whatever we get in. So we're going to remove all these siding boards and we're going to trim out and then butt the siding right up to the side of the new trim. So I'm going to salvage as much of the old trim as I can. Some of it's usable, and we're going to maybe put like a filler in behind it and then bring that original trim out, maybe flip some of it over if one side's better than the other. Anyway, let's get to work on that. Well, fall is definitely here. And we're back to work here on the cottage. Haven't filmed a episode in a couple of weeks. Was very busy in October with other things. But now we are back to work. I've set up some more scaffolding and we're going to start peeling siding. I think I'm going to start right here where it's the absolute worst anyway, and it's not really doing a whole lot. But this will give us a fresh look at what the new framing looks like and the window and all that. All right, let's get to work. Okay, we've got that board on. I've cleaned up around here, driven a few nails I didn't have access to while that siding was up. But I think it's time for these long floor joists to finally get cut off. So, after much thought, I think the chainsaw is actually our best bet. That's the thing that's got the longest cutting width and it's got the most flush cut. It's not going to be the cleanest, but these aren't going to be ever seen anyway. They're going to be completely covered by siding. All right, let's get to it. Okay, we've insulated the giant hole in the wall. Didn't do much filming. Well, actually I did zero. But probably wondering why it's done like this. Usually you'd put the unfaced side on the outside, not the inside. But because our building has the sheathing on the inside, that's the only place we're going to have access once we get past this wall. So since our building is kind of reversed on how the sheathing is set up, we're reversing the insulation to match. So what we are going to do next, though, I've got the boss is out here, Tina, to help. And she's going to help me start to do house wrap on the outside of this to protect it until we can side it. So today we're already running out of light. It's probably going to be just insulation, house wrap, as much as we can get done, and then next time we're out here together, siding. Okay, back to work here on the cottage. So, got this half obviously wrapped and insulated. Going to start on the other half of this wall. I'm going to start from the bottom and probably just remove the first, like, say 4, 5, 6 courses of siding. I'll clean out all of the nests and, you know, whatever else is down there, a bunch of trash. And then I'm going to start building the drip edges. The drip edge is that little piece that comes out right there. That's the drip edge, right above that foundation cover board. So we're going to try to get the foundation cover boards because we got to build a few for the front here that were too rotten to save, and then we'll put new drip edges, and that'll give us that base, solid base to start residing the building. All right, let's get to work. Well, great. The camera decided to flop over and point at the sky while I was doing the work. But you can see I got those boards off, and there is quite a few nests of various kinds in here. Yeah, a little bit of damage here or there, you know, from animals and whatnot, but not terrible. Nothing I gotta replace, I think. So I think the next step is just to get all of this gross stuff out. I'm probably gonna throw on a mask because, yeah, there's gross stuff in here. Okay, starting to cut the first cover board, and I got it butted up against the old stuff. And I know the old stuff looks rough, but it is cedar, so I'll sand it before we paint, and it should do fine. I'd rather keep as much cedar on the building as I can. I had to go pressure treat, and I couldn't even get a 1x10. No suppliers had a pressure treated 1x10 or cedar 1x10. So I'm stuck with having to sandwich 2 1x6s together. Unfortunately, that's how it's going. I think I got that reasonably straight. It reasonably looks like the original stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is the very first part of the siding of the building. So it feels really good to get started on siding the building, because I don't think anything's going to make a bigger difference on the appearance of the building and the progress of this project than getting the building sided. Getting it sided, then getting it painted, it'll really look like something again. I know it doesn't look like much, despite all the work. But yeah, so plan is we'll pull the rest of the siding off up there, and then we'll re-insulate that wall, and then it'll get house wrapped, and then we'll be ready for siding. All right, that'll do it for this week. Thanks everybody for watching.